Alright, and I think we should be live indeed. Good stuff. So, yesterday we pretty much, not quite. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Hey Draco, wonderful seeing you again. Third. Wait, was there a second? But welcome, Zozo. You too. It's been a wee while, Draco. Nice seeing you again. I hope you've been well. So we almost finished this up yesterday. I just have to fix that up with a little bit of scaffolding. So we'll go right over here and see if we can't grab some. Bum, bum. So how have you guys been? All good? I hope. Just gotta make sure that this is still running. Yes, sir. That's good. That's good. Let's just grab a bunch of string. Have you guys been up to anything interesting? Okay, well, see you later, Zozo. Good luck with that, I suppose. That should be plenty of string for a decent amount of scaffolding. Probably more string than I have bamboo, though. Yep, indeed. But it is a pretty decent amount of scaffolding we were able to make here. You love playing Chamber? Have you gone back to him as your main? I mean, one of my mates who played actually semi-professionally, at least he made some money playing in some tournaments. Like not on any of the good games teams, but like but regardless, to my point, he loves playing Chamber too. I don't know. I think I'm not good enough to understand why, but I would suspect that it's probably because he's very skill expressive. Like you have map awareness or tools for map awareness, and you have a lot of stuff that can really help out in fights. Oh. And is that what was required to deal with all the lava? Really? Oh. Ah, not quite. Just gotta make sure that we aren't whoop. There we go. hello. And we're just slowly gonna clear out the lava like this. Ooh, hello. Because this is just like a pretty decent way of getting rid of lava. Like, I don't really want any lava near her, so there we go. Spending a little bit of scaffolding on that is alright. Now we just have to go over here. To make sure, really, to make sure that we can be here. Now, eventually, I do, when we have like bombed all of this away, I do want to add in, hey Kiwi, sea lanterns between each of these, right? So the entirety of this floor is going to become pretty much sea lanterns, divided by like the cracks of Bedrock here. So, but that's way out in the future after we made our portal or our farm. Okay. There we go, that's pretty good for now. I suppose I'll jump down here. Oh, hello. I mean, I don't love dealing with lava, that's for sure. As a matter of fact, I actually think it kind of sucks. But I guess it is what it is. Oh. That broke a little bit more than I thought it would. Slowly getting through this. Now, like, all the stuff on this side is just fine. It's just this I need to remove. I should have done this from the beginning. Hey, well done, Draco. Well done, dude. Whoops. And over here we go. Oh, whoops. And there we go. Now this is empty. And I won't have to worry about this anymore. I still have to take care of all of this here, but I'm counting on the fact that this isn't like a lot of lava. Like really counting on it. But we'll see. And nice. That's all of that lava too. Now I do think that maybe I have to mine out, or could I just run the machine? There shouldn't be an issue with just running it, right? Ah, right, but there is an issue over here with the lava. There we go. That should likely finish that up, right? So something like this, and then we can sort of run the machine to have it destroy the last remaining stuff over here. Just this stuff here. That's actually a pretty decent amount of scaffolding I'm missing here. I mean, I don't know. I've always liked the sort of sniper archetype in shooter games. So I mean, like I feel like a lot of the times, game developers actually nail that feeling of being a sniper, which I think is actually sort of rare. Like, not to say that game developers don't know how to make games, because they most certainly do, but I do think it's rare to some degree to actually feel sort of powerful in like the what I would imagine a hold on, I need to get up further. Needs to get up even further. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, wow. Game crashed, really? Shame. Alright, perfect. Now that should take care of the like last bits that we have there, for an example, too. Where the lava was sort of protecting the stone. Really? That actually kind of gave me a scare. Okay, surely this is it. It's gonna be enough to fly over this twice. Surely. Rip being a skeleton, no? I do need to go down and fix that before it runs too far. Right? Yeah, that's good enough. I suppose I'll glide over here. There's going to be some fixing on this, but like I'm gonna have to like get some of the blocks that are not quite right here in the middle and stuff dealt with, but it's fine. But that means we can begin on the trench on the far, the one that's far, far away. But let's just group this away. Group that in there. Chuck all of that in there. This in here. That just down, okay. And then we go to the trench that is all the way over in the corner. However, I just want to grab a few more rockets while to get there. Because now we need to dig the trench that is over here. But first, let's remove this here. Actually, let's just remove it manually. Okay. I don't have any torches on me, so. Hey crew, it's been a while. Well, as you can see, we've emptied out an ocean. Pretty much. Yeah. And now we're getting ready to, like, I'm making these trenches here in the side. So that I can pop in a proper world eater. With the purpose of lowering all of this down to bedrock. So that's sort of what we're up to. No, for have you not seen the Kraken that we're gonna be building here? Because I do have the Kraken in a creative world where I've designed it already. So. Well, in that case, my good sir, you're in for a treat. Because, well, it is also a farm. It is also a farm, but it's going to replace our base pretty much. Right, so this is going to become our new base on the inside. Because I'm sort of tired of, like, only having, like, 20 chests or something like that. So we have, this is the main inside. There's going to be a garden farm, which you see up here. Well, this is actually the least impressive thing, I think. Wait, hold on. Let's do it this way. That way you won't see it before we're there. All right, you ready? Boom, 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 boom. We are going to be building this, right, out here in the ocean. But in order to do that, we need to clear out the ocean. It's a little bit laggy, as you can see. I only have 14 FPS right now looking at this. However, that's because I sort of overdid it here in the creative world, the glass. We're gonna, like, I'm gonna need way less glass than there's here. I'm only gonna need about a third. That's still a million glass, but it's a lot better than yeah, I don't know, but I don't. That's actually a very, very good question, Kiwi. I hadn't really. Why do I torture myself with glass? That's. Huh. I must have low self-esteem or something. Since I want to go and torture myself with this kind of stuff, but I don't know. It just looks so good. It just looks so good. The reason why there's so much glass there, crew, is because of the Guardian farm, right? I need it to... I need to focus on, like, make sure that... Oh, damn. I need to make sure that the Guardians can only spawn where I want them to. and that paired with I want the water to look like it's um, hey Dust, welcome. Um, it is indeed. Welcome back, dude. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy you're joining in. But as I was saying, crew, I want the water to look sort of like it is um, mm, wavy, like right. The Kraken has just burst out of the water. Um, and I couldn't really figure out how to do that with water. And I also wanted the effect of uh, well, making sure that no guardians were able to spawn, so we had to do it in glass. Yeah, it's absolute, like, it's gonna be an absolute, like, let's just take a look at it. I mean, the amount of blocks required for this build is 5,629,668 blocks. Now, as I said, there's going to be less glass, a lot less. I think there's only going to be 1,000,000 glass. That's still a lot of glass, but like I feel like every good hardcore world has a cool mega base, and I feel like that's something my world has been lacking for a long while. So here we are. Yeah, they are sort of rookie numbers. I know, I know. But I actually don't think the difficult thing is going to be to acquire all the blocks. The difficult thing about this build is staying motivated while doing all of this, right? Because the sheer amount of prep work in this, uh, like makes the dragon look tiny, right? Because we've already spent as much time as I did, like building the dragon, just removing water and a decent amount of stone, and we're only halfway there, right? I'd say this is about the halfway point for the whole. Um, um, how to stay consistent with just playing Minecraft? Well, one of the things I do, and I don't know if this is going to work for you, it's probably different for everyone else, but I make up tiny bits of lore on the, like, while doing it, because for whatever reason that sort of builds, like, I'm not just building my world, like, block for block, I'm also building my world lore-wise. I grow more attached to it in that way. That probably also means when I eventually do die, I'm gonna be devastated. But so it might be a bad thing to do. That being said, I think that approach sort of helps me stay motivated in the world, right? Because suddenly things evolve unexpectedly, and I absolutely love that feeling where I'm like, okay, so I want to make. So for an example, with the dragon, right? That all started with me just wanting to make a tavern that could fit adventurers visiting my village, right? That was sort of the point with it. Oh, whoops, I went too far. That was sort of the point with it. Or the point I was trying to make, rather. And in the process, I wanted to make that aquarium, right, for the axolotls, right? You guys convinced me to do that. And then, after I made the axolotls, I quickly realized that the tank I had made was too small, so I made the mountain, right? But then we had a mountain and it just sort of looked empty and alone. And I was like, okay, so what can I do to, like, keep the feeling of adventure? Adventure and magic in my world. What can I do to, like, emphasize on that? That turned into, like, okay, I'm gonna be popping a mage tower on top of this, right? But then I had, like, the mage tower in the pond, and I was like, okay, so I could make something cool up here, like a crystal of sorts that oozed magic, right? That could be cool. And it would make sense close to Wizard Tower, right? So it was just a lot of, like, decisions that sort of made sense on the fly. The crystal then turned into the ancient temple, and I felt like, okay, an ancient temple, that needs to be buried in a forest, so I made a forest. And then we had the ancient temple, and I was like, well, maybe a well of magic could be even cooler than a crystal. So I made the well of magic, and that sort of became the beacon flying up, and I was like, oh wow, that looks amazing, but now the sky sort of looks empty up there. Maybe I should make it hit like a crystal. And then it was like, oh wait, but why is there a crystal up there? Like, why would there possibly be a flying crystal? Oh right, because maybe there's a floating island. I need torches, otherwise I can't see down here. And it sort of just became world building upon more world building, because then we had the floating island. And it's just like, okay, the floating island looks amazing, but it still looks sort of empty. I need something big up there. Okay, I could make a guardian of sorts. So then we were playing around with the thought of having a griffin or stuff like that was kind of small, because I couldn't really see, the island wasn't big enough, in my opinion, to support like a big guardian. But then I was like, well, what if, well, let's just go over there actually instead of this. What if we made something move around the island, and suddenly, right, we came up with a major dragon, and then it was just about designing it. And that all started from me wanting that, right? All of this was sort of a side quest for that. But yeah, ask away, Dust. Mm-hmm. And like it's sort of just I don't know. Well, it is just a game, but I have spent a lot of time in it, and I have had a lot of good times in it. So I mean, I would be absolutely devastated, or I will be devastated when I eventually do die. And I'm gonna try and stay alive for as long as possible, of course. But I am aware that eventually it's just gonna happen, right? At some point, I won't be able to not die anymore. Oh, okay. No, where's the rest? Good. Phantoms aren't... like, I've actually discovered a way to keep my sanity while Phantoms is around. Because at first I was like really annoyed whenever Phantoms would spawn, but now I view them as a portable battery or mending charge for my Elytra, which is actually kind of good. Like, they just mean I don't have to return as often to repair my Elytra. I don't know, like, as I said, like, that actually helped. Oh wait, I needed the sponges. That's why I returned, not just for the torches. No, because I want to try and see if I can't finish this project up before day 3000. And as I said, like it means that I have to go less back and forth to my XP farm. It means that I can continue just raw building and like progressing the build as like even faster when I only have to kill a phantom every now and then. Plus, if you get a smite sword with a fire, excuse you. Oh. If you get a smite sword with fire aspect, you actually one-shot phantoms, and if you have sweeping edge free, you pretty much one-shot the entire pack if you hit it right. Which is a big, like that really speeds up the process. So it's like a couple of hits, and sure they are annoying, but it's not like I'm building on top of something where I could fall down. So the only minor annoyance they can give me is from like flying into me while I'm up here. Well, on that note, hello, sir. Well, you can stay over there. Or follow me if you want. They're not gonna be able to go down here. I do need to... Wait. I'm pretty sure I just heard something run. That makes me hell uncomfortable. Alright, come down here. Come on, come on, come on then, come on then, come on then, come on. Okay, come on then. Okay, time for death. Now you should have a clear line at me. Dead. Oh, there's another one. There was a fourth. Okay, well, I mean, that color me surprised. Where's the other one? There's supposed to be another one somewhere. I don't know where though. Alright, let's make sure we pick up all the sand, because again, we need about 1 million glass. That means we need about 1 million sand. The only real thing I fear about this, like this particular, the build here, is the cyan glass that we're gonna need, because cyan requires green dye, and I can't really think of any good way to get a bunch of green dye besides a cactus farm. And those aren't terribly quick. Like, cactus farms are notoriously slow, right? So that's actually something I would really like to see in Minecraft. A way to farm green dye quicker. Like, it's the only dye type that I don't see a way to farm efficiently. Hey, Brombus, welcome, dude. How have you been? It's been I'm pretty sure you joined before, right? And if not, welcome. Today we're just sort of chilling out and talking a bit. Well, hello. While dealing with all of this here. Alright, well, in that case, welcome to the chat. How about I give you a world tour in just a second? I'll just run it down this line here. And then I'll show you my world. We're playing hardcore Minecraft, so one life, and then it's all over. So far we've been alive for 2,361 days. And we're doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how my world has turned out so far. There's still a bunch of stuff that I need to do in order to complete it, and we're currently working on my biggest project yet, or at least in the area in which I'm going to be putting it. What's up, Rumpus? Ah, right. Well, well, if you do end up subbing on your alt 2, remember you're gonna get another axolotl. It's one of the things in my channel. Remember? Have I even given you an axolotl? Have you subbed yet? That's I suppose that's a good question. You're actually not dust. Okay. That's a plot twist. Oh, shit. Better. I completely forgot that that could happen. Oh, really? That's a big plot twist. That's a big plot twist. Okay, okay. Okay. Actually, you'd rather want that there. My god! Herobrine, it's been a long time. Or, well, I guess it hasn't since it's just alt you've been in on, but good seeing you, man. How have you been? Well, I'm happy. I often think about the viewers that haven't visited in for a long time, especially the ones that have been regular. So I've sort of been wondering what you were up to, but in reality, you are always here, just on a just on an alt. That's kind of funny. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I need to empty this out first of all. Gone with the water. Most weight anyway. There we go. Let's get the torches in my offhand and get that on the bar. Like there's no way I'm ever gonna be just like walking around without my totem on my hotbar. That will lead to accidents if I don't, or if I do that. So. Okay, I'll keep it between us. Don't you worry. I'll keep your secret. gonna get rid of some sand for the lapis. I feel like I spotted some more. I did indeed. Oh, there you go. Hey, Wicked Melon. It's been a long time. How have you been, man? I hope everything is good with you. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is where the wall is gonna be. Ish, I hope. If not, we'll just have to make an extra wall. Hey, Washed, welcome. Sorry, I was just my brain. I have like these. Let me show you. Actually, it's probably I have two windows open, and whenever this one shows both, so both Twitch and YouTube. But whenever I haven't whenever, but this chat here, like the YouTube chat. Okay, so the chat up here, I don't actually have that. Right, I don't see this. This is something you just see. However, the YouTube chat is quite delayed on this. No, they are coming through. They are coming through. I just didn't look at the right window. The YouTube chat comes through very late on this, up here. But this chat here is pretty much instant from YouTube. So whenever I haven't seen anyone in Twitch for a while, I tend to zone in on this chat, right? And then I don't spot out when somebody writes in the Twitch chat. But now that you're here, I'll be good in on it. But welcome, Washed. It's nice seeing you again. And how have you been doing, Melon? It's been Wicked Melon. It's been a long time since you've joined in. Well, long time. I suppose it's only been like a couple of weeks since you were here last, but it was only briefly. So everything good? Has life been treating you all right? Well, yesterday we finished up the right trench, so today we begin the left trench, and then tomorrow we'll finish this trench. I hope. Oh wait, I won't be streaming. Tomorrow is a non-streaming day, so well, we won't be finishing this up tomorrow, but we'll finish it up on Wednesday. Good. Now we just need to clear out this area here. Oh. Fix that. Grab these sponges. Hey, exclusive. Welcome, man. Very scary indeed. Let's switch. Oh, wow. I wasn't wearing my chest plate. Mistakes were made. Exclusive, remember, he does prefer being called Hero, or Brian, or whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, Tuesdays are project days at work, so, it's sort of, the days where I need to be at work and flex my superior knowledge to everyone else. Alright. that's good. And so is this now. Good. So now we can easily run through this with oh wait, I actually made that a wall too far to the side. Oh. You were on Twitch, really? Oh, well, you could have said something. You could have said something, man. Wait, I'm hella confused. What's going on? Well, I guess we'll just like bring this down. Is this the end? Is this the end? Hold on. I gotta catch up here. With the chat suddenly got super active, which is absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. I love it when the chat is active. I just gotta catch up. You wrote your German exam today, and you think it could be an A? Wonderful, dude. I lived in Germany for a couple of years. That being said, my written German is pretty much perfect. My spoken German is pretty darn awful. Yeah, the stream is smoother on Twitch, just for all of you who... It's always rough during exams periods. I do remember that from my youth. From once upon a time when I was a bit... Ooh, lapis lazuli. Once upon a time when I was a little bit younger, I do remember the hardships of school. Though then again, since I got the job offer from that company, telling me they want me to be a lawyer for them, and they want to pay for my school and everything. I've applied to law school and that sort of stuff, so I might be right there with you guys, if I get accepted, that is. There's a pretty decent chance that I won't be. Which is kind of annoying, but, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, more lapis. Nah. But I would definitely sue them for parking terribly on the street. That is my biggest pet peeve, by the way, in case you're ever wondering. If you really want to tick me off, right, just park poorly on the street. Like that, those are the only times in my life where I've almost gotten violent. I don't know, I just completely lose my temper when people don't care how they throw their car on the street. Like, cause like I live on a street, right? I live in a nice apartment and stuff, but the parking around the building is not particularly good, and there's no like private facilities I could rent. Because if I could, I would. But when people just throw their cars into place, right, and they don't really think about how that, how the way that they park limit other parking spots, I just get super pissed. Like, one time, and it only happened once, and I'm deeply ashamed of it, but at the same time, I'm so super surprised that, with how it turned out. I had just been visiting my grandparents, and everything was good in that regards. But they gave me some you know that uh, foily thing. It's well, it's not really foil. It's uh, that see-through wrap you put around food. I got a roll of that, which is literally my grandmom. She used to do catering. So she has these rolls, and they're 5 kilos heavy. Um, I had just gotten home. It had been a very, very long day. I still had it in my car, and I saw this guy who had parked like probably the worst parking I had ever seen. I was looking at the car, and I was just done with the day. I decided that, to my own shame now, um, that I was gonna pick up the roll of wrap and hit his side mirror, right? Like I was gonna knock it off, because fuck that guy. I was absolutely livid. Um, and I walked to the side of his car. Like I pick it up, walk over to the with it in my hand, right? He was not in the car, by the way. He was just like parked. Um, but I pick it up and I walk towards his car, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I'll murder this guy if he comes out too. Like I was absolutely livid. Um, and I get up to the side of the car, and then spot out that the side mirror had already been knocked off. Somebody had already gone over and knocked his side mirror off, and that calmed me down right away. It actually it reminds. It suddenly became a little bit like post-nut clarity, right? I was just standing there with the roll in my hand, and I was like, oh wait, was I actually about to do something illegal? Huh. I completely just calmed down as I saw that somebody had gotten there before me to knock off his mirror, and I was so pleased with that. Like I was so goddamn pleased. No, as I said, the only thing that could get me really riled up, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but the only thing that could get me like really upset and ready to fight is people parking poorly on my street. Like that just gets me right up there. Oh, redstone. I suppose I want that over diorite. Hey, Sermo! Welcome, dude. I see that you've seen the Minecraft movie. It has indeed been a while. Huh, that's deep. But did that bat seriously just fly in front of me so I fell? My god. Yeah. Pretty much. That's the quickest way to like really get me pissed off is by parking poorly on a street. I just can't contain my rage when somebody does that. It's very unhealthy. I'm absolutely aware of that, but no, my rage just becomes too much when that happens. A chicken jockey. Well, we have a cow jockey. Isn't that enough? Oh, well, in that case, have a wonderful time, Sermo. But nice to hear that you're still alive, if nothing else. Have a wonderful class, yeah? Well, I don't think I'm gonna become that kind of lawyer, but yeah. Alright, well, see you tomorrow then, Sermo. Oh, wait, Sermo, I won't be streaming tomorrow. Oh, terrible timing, terrible. Oh, wait, why was I not wearing that? Nah. Is this... that I thought this was water for a second. But I'm wearing my chest plate, so I'm not in any danger here. Bum bum. Bam bum bop. Oh, that looks like light from lapis lazuli over here. Boy, this is a dogfight. Oh, that's some redstone. Might as well grab that while we're down here. What are we gonna drop? Some diorite? Yup. Oh, well, no, I'm not gonna get that lapis. It's too far away. Surely, is that diamonds? Ooh, how wonderful. Bum 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 bum. Could you not? Like, really? Whee! But I just want my diamond there. Well, you can get sucked down here and then you can, like, become murder victims. Did you just pick up my... No, don't you dare. Diamond over dirt? Sure. Oh, lapis lazuli. I'm such a loot goblin. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're heading out from this cave now. No more, even if I... What's that? No more. Even if I see something cool and I want it, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. We're getting out. We're getting out. We're getting out. We're getting out. I refuse to continue this. Sorry, give me a second. Well, I mean, I just, it's, wait, what? Right, give me a second. I can link it for you, washed. I can link it to you, can I? My channel. There we go. I think it's also in the description or in my, or I think it's linked to my Twitch channel, so you should be able to find it through there too, but... Oh my god, you gave me a scare. Bye, you. I couldn't see that through the beacon. Jesus, Louise. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, let's make a road here. I hate it when we start hitting this deep slate here. It makes the process so much more annoying. Whee. Oh, lapse. Don't mind if I do. Hmm. Okay, I want to take the entire wall thing all the way down here. Oh, that's nice. I can't see a thing in case you were wondering. I'm pretty sure I can only see just about as much as you guys can. Which is a slight glint on my my totem and my pickaxe going wild. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, well, we have a beacon here. Back into pitch black. Oh, oh no, water. Uh. Oh well, at least it wasn't a lot of water. That's this is quite easy to deal with. Ooh, lapis. Again, quite easy to deal with. Since this wall can be kind of flat. And I just need to go over to like here to make a wall. And then remove the water that is in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, let me have it. I'm always ready for a good joke. Oh. Yeah, well now you hyped it, so it has to be good. Or wait, you actually didn't hype it, you just said you had some jokes. Alright. Where do boats go when they get sick? I don't know, the med bay? Please say it's not the med bay. The boat dock. Alright. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not a good joke, but it does make me smile. So, I suppose. Like, it's not a great joke for sure. I think we can agree on that, you and me, but it's not a bad joke either. Like, it's not a terrible joke, I suppose. Try again. You said you had multiple ones. And I'm here for it. Air. Okay. Oh wait, no, I thought that was damage for a second. Why did the barber win the race? I don't know, cause he had a razor? Haha. Why? He knew a shortcut. That's actually pretty good. I like that one. Well done. Wait, where do I get out? Air. There we go. And now I need to go at least 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Over here. And make a wall come down here. Alright. Almost done with this wall. Alright, another one. Okay. Do I want to hear a paper joke? I don't know, is it gonna make me fold? Ah, it's terrible, of course. Ah, right. I do like one-liners. Like to me that's the pinnacle of jokes. Like a good one-liner. There's few things better than that. Like, of course, like there's a lot of jokes or comedians rather focus more on like funny stories and that sort of thing, and that's really funny. But to me, like just a good one-liner, there's few things that beat that. All right, now we gotta go dry some sponges. Oh, I'm happy you liked it. I'm happy you liked it. So you have to go for soccer practice? Alright, alright. See you later, Wash. But have a wonderful day, yeah, and have a good practice. Pardon? You're new... Huh? Pardon? Ah! Right, I understand now. Just took me a little while. Oh, it's actually raining. Does that mean I can, like, do... It did mean I could do that. Nice. Ah, come on. Oh, yes. So, let's get this going. What is it that makes us flame blue? What is it that makes a flame blue? Yeah, but how can I? Or chemical, yeah, that's probably a better. Copper. Interesting. So it would stand to reason that there's a high amount of copper in soul sand. Would that, like, do we think that's a reasonable take? It no longer rains. Let's just get rid of our valuables. just throw out. Let's get some elytra charge here. Whee. All right. What's up, Herobrine? Sorry. Yeah, no, Herobrine. Everything good? Deep in thought, I see. Well, be careful you don't hurt yourself thinking that hard. I think you're hurting yourself. Let's be careful. No? Hey, Salsa, welcome back. Well, you revealed some lapis, so I don't mind that. Bum bum bum. Over gravel for sure. I wouldn't know. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. That's up to you to figure out. Just think stuff. I know personally, when I have issues falling asleep, I just think of nothing. Close my eyes for 15 minutes and think of nothing for all that time, and then I usually fall right asleep. That overgrass for sure. Give me a second, I'll catch up with chat after I've grabbed these sponges. I don't know, sponges makes my brain go brrr, so like, whenever I have to deal with sponges, I just don't have the brain power to keep up with chat at all. Alright, let's go, right. Well, I think most of us gets that. I think most of us gets that. Okay, that's perfect. Now I just need to get out. Wait, what? Alright, it's because it's much further up, isn't it? That's right, I dropped down here. Pardon? Alright, okay, this is all good. This is all good. Alright, see you later, Soso. Well, I'm almost ready to start, or to make a machine here to bomb this down. Which is pretty neat. I think this pickaxe is just about able to finish this up, which is gonna be nice. Then we can go switch to another pickaxe and build the machine. Oh, that felt good. Oh, that felt really good, actually. Oh, I gotta love that. Ah, is this where we are now? Terribly rude. Well, I guess if we're right next to the redstone, there's it's kind of inexcusable not just to grab it. Hold on. Fix. Perfect. Okay. Let's put that on. Wrap these. Go switch out the pickaxe. Build the machine and bomb away. Perfect. Grab that. Fly down and tear apart the machine down here. Bob. Can we get some more blocks for this? Because I want to do these. Because that way I won't have to jump down and grab all of it. Okay, perfect. Let's then fly all the way down here. That's a time goal. And this is an obsidian trap. Ah. 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 Aha! Outsmarted the trap. Almost lost the world for a damn piece of diamond. Okay, good stuff. So now we go over here. What is the highest point? Seems to be this here. And that is 39. So that means we're gonna go up to 51. 50. 50 sounds good. Okay. So remove this, this, and this. I do want the platform a little bit bigger, so let's just grab a little bit of stone. No, I just feel a little bit safer if it's this big. Ah, of course I need to make it deeper too, though. Well, you know what? There we go. Perfect platform. Now we grab the shovel. Let's begin right here. Sometimes there's gonna be a few non-sand blocks, but that's alright. We have beacon powers, so we just need to continue down here. Because this ensures that this wall doesn't break. And also, like, I could just let it blow up, like I accidentally did over there, but it just requires more sand and more work. And I don't, like, this is the quickest way of actually doing it without breaking everything apart. And that should be enough. So now let's quickly put together the machine that's going to be over here. Oh, hello, sir. I did not sign off on that. There we go. So we place our piece of obsidian. Hey, gaming guy, welcome and see you later. We place that there and there. We grab the slime. We put down the rail. Grab a minecart. Oh, almost went bad. Pop that on top of there. Grab our dead coral. Pop that there. Now we get one of these and we make a sort of an L shape here. We then pop that here. So these two, this pushes and this pulls. Easy. We then pop that there. I jump up here for now. We place that here. We remove that. And pop it back here. Grab our lever. Boop. Flick it. We get on top of this. We grab our redstone and a repeater. And we set that for 1 tick. We then grab our iron trapdoor. We pop it right on that. Right, so that's the basic setup for this. Meaning I can now remove all of this. So now this is ready to run. Now I just need to get over there. Minus 481. And I know that it needs to be on 50, but I do need some more blocks to make the platform over there. That sounded like stone. What do you know? Plenty of stone. Grab some stone. Go over here. Get down to 50. Right, so I stand on this one, and that's 51. Okay. Can I just do that? I just really need this to come down where it's supposed to be. Why? There we go. Perfect. Now we make the platform, which is gonna send the thing back over here. So I know that's where the TNT is gonna end up. So, boop. So, boop, boop, boop. Remove that. Grab the repeater. 2 pieces of redstone. Set it for 1 tick. Grab out a iron trapdoor. And unlike the one over there, where we placed it on the repeater, we're going to be placing it just below, so we can fit a full block here, temporary block there, observer facing into it, and our obsidian block up here. Remove that block there, which quickly makes that tick. And that's it. That is a pretty straightforward way of making this machine. And I go over here and I flick. The last remaining observer, of course, goes right there. I flick that, and then this sort of just flies along. Oh. Does that? Kinda. Oh! Wow. I mean, no real damage done, but unexpected nonetheless. Grab the shovel. Perfect. No, I just follow along a little bit here. Pretty straightforward. We can pop any remaining blocks like that in there, and also just like this. I might as well go and empty my inventory while that flies back and forth. I hope this isn't out of render distance. I don't think it is, but get rid of that. This. Put that down. Put that in. That here. I don't see any TNT falling, but there is. Good. Because I might as well go and like just pick up all of this here. We don't really care for raw ore of sorts, but it's fine. Let's get out of its way and just pick up blocks behind it, because like that will enable me to just use those blocks as how did that happen? Oh, ew, right. Well, it's not a big loss, or rather it's not. I can easily deal with this. Oh, there's more water. Okay. That I did not see. But, easy fix. Water removed. Really? There we go. Okay, so we had some water here. A lot of water here. Jeez, sis. How did I not spot this out? That is kind of terrible. Meaning we need a wall in here. Should be enough to bring the wall from here. So let's grab a bunch of materials, put that there. I think I have enough sponges to do it too. Like 29 is enough to remove a decent amount of water, though I do have to just, before we start doing it, figure out how far along the machine is. Okay, only now making its way back. just gotta pick up the sponges. And be very aware of my surroundings, because... like, really listen. Because I really don't want that, since he were to surprise me down here. I feel like I hear it. Am I wrong? Nope, it's pretty close. Good. Piece of levers. Don't mind if I do. I think it might also just be wise to do a quick flyby. Was that a dolphin? Huh. How terrible. Ooh, hello. Okay, so I don't have water all the way over there. That's kind of annoying. Fix. Switch that. I saw the creeper. Hello, sir. As long as you don't touch my lapis, I'm alright. Is that the music or my game somewhere? I thought I saw lapis glow in here. Oh, there it is. So yeah, these are like the areas I have to look out for, because when I originally made the trench down here, I wasn't like thinking about the width of this thing here. Or how wide it needed to be. Like, it's not terrible, but it's certainly something I have to be aware of while doing this. As a note to the future Joe that might consider doing something similar. Far away, good. We can most certainly remove all of this before it gets here. Do that, so... that this doesn't... Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away! Oh, block, grab, and get away. Like, there's a very good reason why this is as dangerous as it is. CNC machines are just unpredictable monsters. But yeah, that flies over just fine. Perfect. Now it's just for all of these areas here. I think I might be able to just block this off using cobblestone, since it's a little bit more blast resistant, and I don't think it's gonna make it all its way. It's a little bit more blast resistant than stone, so we can probably just like block off the water without too many issues occurring. However, let's just get this water removed. Good. Now there's the issue of this area here, which actually seems like I've done a pretty good job at. Like the wall is not that, or I don't need that many sponges to take out this area here. So we do just that. Fairly quickly remove all of the water in the way. Welcome back, Kiwi. And remove that, this, that. Now this area is good for a while. There shouldn't be an issue with it flying over here again, but there's likely going to be other areas where it is an issue. Like, and it might be able to break through some of my barriers there, but like soon it's gonna be too far down to actually do anything about it, so. All good. Right, so there's now the issue of this area here. Or this area continues to be an issue, rather. So we're gonna need some new sponges, or rather some dry sponges. Nice. So are you enjoying the summer so far, Kiwi? Now that I think about it, Kiwi, you might actually have become my most consistent viewer of all time. Like, you joined in pretty early, and you're like, you're here more than Pickle. Like, I think if there was any competition, I think it'd be down to you and Pickle. Because Aaron hasn't been here for a while, neither has, well, Aaron joins in every now and then, but he's very busy living out the spring of his life, you know. And while Pickle is here a decent amount, I think you top him out a little bit, by a bit, so. That's actually, I appreciate the continued support, man. It's nice to know that I can count on you being here. Alright, so we need to clear out the water here. That's likely done by that. Oh, little zombie, you've made a mistake, sir. Ow. I tried so hard to save you, zombie, but I wasn't able. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed too. Oh, Oh no, now you caught fire. What a shame. What a shame. And is there any more water I have to worry about here? No, it doesn't look like it, but I can just like clean out this area here. Since this won't get bombed properly. Oh, actually, I'll need to remove this. I do need to take this down here. At least a bit of it. Switch to torch. Keep that somewhere close. Oh, lapis lazuli. Don't mind if I do. Nice. Okay, so now I can just restart the machine and everything should be good. I don't spot out any immediate water, so... And we hit more, we'll deal with it accordingly. Oh, lapis. Don't mind if I do? Okay, so we have a bit of water coming out here. Would that be enough to fix this? Oh. Wait, where's that water coming from? I can't see. Oh, there's some water up here. I think that pretty much does it. Yeah? Because I don't think it's gonna blow all the way in here. Nice. Okay, so this is my line. Water. Fix before it becomes an issue. Yeah, exactly. So 78 is the line. Okay, good. Doing this just helps out a little bit on the cleanliness of this. And I definitely want this to look feel kind of clean. Like, the other one is kind of too rough. Meaning I'm gonna have to, like, do a lot of work on the, when I need to build the thing on that particular side. So I'd much rather just, like, oh no. That's kind of bad. But it was a quick fix. Nice. That was a quick fix to it. Oh wait, this is 76. I'm not even wearing my totem, excuse you. Okay, let's just start from the top then. Still a few issues with that. Really? Okay. No, this is fine. As long as nothing goes further out than this, it's okay. This entire line is fine. It is this I do not like. Okay, so let's run over here. You know what? Let's do it this way. Actually, let's get up and turn off the machine. And then, like, run around, make a proper, like, row down here. So take it all the way down to the same spot. Oh, we have water. That I do not agree on. Perfect. Except for the water trying to do its thing, where it's annoying. Seems like there's one way up, but we can take care of that later. Right now it's about both getting the line here done, but also about checking for water. Whether we have any accident spots here. Ooh, that's getting close. I think I'll just go to the end and then we'll hello, you look like... Ah, you're actually okay, but I'm gonna remove you anyway. Also good. Is all of these I don't like. Ow. Oh my god. Well, goodbye. Oh. Well, there's gonna be one more on this row. I don't know how... Perimeter streams or perimeter trench streams? I think there's a different answer to that, because... Like, it's gonna take a while to remove. Like, once we build the perimeter, or rather the World Eater, there's gonna be... I would imagine... 5 or 6 streams dedicated to it, just like running, because it's still like a lot of blocks that it needs to take care of. I actually don't I have no idea how long it's going to take for the World Eaters to eat up everything. But if we're just talking about the trench, I think there's going to be 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. I don't quite remember how big the big back trench needs to be. I'm hoping that the World Eater, like, this is likely just a pipe dream, so like don't take my word for it. But I'm hoping that the World Eater can clear out the area in like 2 streams, but I'm not sure. So maybe in about 6, 7 streams, we'll actually have all of this down to Bedrock. Oh wait, no, never mind. I completely forgot about the tunnel borers, because we're gonna need to clear out room underneath, like all of the room underneath the area here too. So there's gonna be a lot of clearing out of that. Oh, hello, water. How about no? How about no? This feels off. Yeah, it is off by 1. Let's also just go deal with the water down here now. This should have cleared out. Good. Good, 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 good. So I think with the... because I'm gonna need a lot of ancient debris to finish that up too, so... 10 to 15 streams. I think that depends entirely on how overpowered it is. So, I can't quite tell you how. Whoa. So how overpowered did you make it? And I think that sort of settles the price. Like, it's difficult to say that, well, it should just be this and this, but when I don't know how powerful it actually is, you know? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but how powerful are the enchants though? Like, and should we make a alloy or something that? I think we're gonna stick with what we had originally, right? So we had the Kiwinite or the Joridium, the Kiwinite, and the Aaron, whatever it was called, right? And I think the Kiwinite should probably be. This is just a pun, right? But bear with me. The Kiwinite should be the Dwarven armor. Because Kiwi, like, there's a bird called a Kiwi, and that's kind of small. So, therefore, Kiwis are dwarves. If that makes sense. I don't know. That's just what my head immediately concocted. Like, I actually thought about this yesterday when we were talking about it. I was like, we gotta make the Kiwi armor the Dwarven armor. If that makes sense to you, and if you're alright with that. I just thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Well, kiwis are tiny. Like, about the size of a small dog. Like a Jack Russell or something like that. A sausage dog. They're an American football on legs. That gives me so many mental images that I shouldn't be having, but saying that out loud, but you know. Just like picking up a kiwi and like throwing it. Oh, what was it that old game was called? Oh well, it's not old. It's actually rather new now that I think about it, but was it Learning to Fly or something like that, where you played as a kiwi that wanted to fly, and therefore he like built sleds and went down a hill? Yeah, I know. I actually, as I said, I lived in New Zealand for a year. Uh, I also went and like caught a glimpse of the white kiwi, which is the only one in the world. I have a picture of it on my phone, I'm pretty sure. Like, we managed to get pretty close. I'm pretty sure you forgot, because I've said it a couple of times. But it doesn't really matter, I guess. But nah. I lived in New Zealand for a year, so I've come across a kiwi or two. A couple in the zoo, of course, but also in the wild. Oh, there you go. Get over that. Do I need to deal with this? I do, don't I? So, we make a wall here. Let's just hold a torch so you can see, and I can see, and the world can see. Kiwis are pretty cute. The others aren't enchanted when you get them. Okay, so you have to buy enchants for them? Okay. I kind of like that. In that case, like, the base of them should be pretty cheap, right? They shouldn't be terribly expensive to just get the base set. But then we can make the enchants progressively more difficult to get. I would then say that since there's potential for more. Hold on, let's switch that for the. Place one of these down so I can see down here instead of holding it. It's a bad habit holding torches. I should 90% of the time I should just place down a torch close by. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, yeah, I think it should be pretty cheap than the base armor. Like, it should be more difficult to get than diamond armor, but it shouldn't like be a big deal getting it. Like, it should be fairly easy to get just the base, and then we can like always tweak the cost of how much it costs to get the perks of it. if that makes sense. Yeah, unlike Juridium, where it's just incredibly expensive from get-go. Oh, but shoot. Oh. What if we decrease the Juridium price by like 50%, but then made the enchants even more expensive? Would that feel justified? Would I be able to justify that in my head? Doing that? I'm not sure. I don't know. Because then we could like pop them into sort of a category of saying that it's just potential armor. And like the potential of the armor affects the price, the first price, but it's not terribly expensive. Hello. It's not terribly expensive, it's just like it is pretty expensive for most of the armors except for Juridium. Juridium still wrecks your rank, but you get it unenchanted. And then you like you can slowly add on more effects to it, making it invincible. Or that depends. Like, is that possible for you to like do? I guess it's entirely up to what we can do and what we can't. Okay, okay. Alright, so here we almost go. Like, essentially I'm making 2 trenches here, and that's just to like, first of all, get it all down to the same level, so it's kind of easy for me to just like walk over it when we're here. Oh my. So many. Like, doing it this way, I'll be able to quickly, or fairly quickly, pick up the materials for it, or rather, run alongside here. Also, I'll have a good idea on when we're going to be hitting some undesirable area. Before I turn the machine back on. We're just gonna empty out our inventory. At least all the non-important blocks. I'm gonna keep the cobblestone because it's actually important in the sense that it's blast resistant right now. Oh, oof, almost didn't fly there. Good. Oh. Hey, gaming guy, welcome. Oh yeah, that sounds perfect, Kiwi. Damn, you get. I don't know why, it just always makes me jump a little bit when you rate me a gaming guy, but welcome, man. Oh, you bought Rebo? Okay. Pretty good fun, isn't it? It is pretty good fun. Oh shit, it's coming back towards me. Right? No, it's not. I was just panicking. Also, I should be fairly safe down here, even if it does fly over me again. At least I shouldn't pop a totem. I think. Except if it is this close. Torch. I'm pretty good. I was scared out of my mind when doing this. Oh, lapis lazuli. We definitely want lapis over granite, and we also want lapis over diorite. Safety bunker! Has it owl? No, no, no. Okay, it hasn't yet. Oh, hello, zombies. Alright, go have dinner, man. See you later. That's fine. I catch up to it? I wonder. Like doing it this way ensures that we have at least a 4 wide hole. It only needs to be 3, so I mean I don't actually have to do this, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly from that video, but it's gonna give us a little bit more space to work with. Rather that than struggle to oh, I hear water. I'm not happy about that. I'll probably never really catch up to it, but nice. More lapis. Okay, it's coming back towards me. I think we're good though, considering it's on the top part. So unless a lot of TNT falls down on top of us, well, I'm not gonna take the free damage on my armor. So the artifact channels on the northern hand, it gives you a certain buff, also a debuff. Okay, good. It needs to be balanced, remember. So like, if something also gives you strength, it should also give you less armor, or make you take more damage. That way you can sort of play around with like first strike. Like, if you can manage to deal damage before you take damage, then it's a really good item, but like something like that I think would be fair. Since the chances of like dealing a lot of damage to players in Minecraft isn't like it's kind of difficult to get to deal a bunch of damage in one go in Minecraft. I don't know. That feels a little bit too busted. Like I don't feel like the drawback is big enough on it. Like considering that we're also making we're also making Joridian weapons and that sort of stuff. And I'd hate it if it just became like a Hypixel thing where new players don't have a snowball's chance in hell to get good stuff because, well, there are other guys around with just objectively better armor. No, that's all fine, I think. But let's just get rid of the ones all the way up here. That's been bothering me for a while. Oh, oof. Yeah, that I'm still not sure about. I'm still not sure about how we're gonna get away with that or do that. Oh, that was... Okay, all of this looks pretty good. A little bit of some holes here, but again, I kind of expected that going into this. Okay, and I'm fine with the water being down here. That's something I can work with. Again, that's also fine. I just needed to clear out all of the area down here. Or all of this here. This is all fine. Fine. Guess like that's from that. Yeah. All good. So we're slowly but surely getting our way through this. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, because we can't add anything to the mob pool, can we? Like, without any mods. No. Figured as much. Hmm. We could make dungeons, right? So areas in where I place a command block and force the player into adventure mode. That way, alright, it's here. I could quite easily make it so that that it's possible end of dungeon loot, right? But you risk your armor in order to enter it. Well, it's not really that complicated. Then we just like set a fee for entering. entering the dungeons. Set a wonderful fee for that, so that not only do you have to have the money or the gear in order to complete it, you also have to like a couple of diamonds or something like that, and then you can walk in there. There's a bunch of spawners. We set up a redstone system saying that you have to turn in X amount of bones, X amount of rotten flesh, gunpowder, or whatever. Probably not gunpowder. Place minecarts that run underneath. Well, there is a randomized system where we can just have it sort of randomize, pull out certain things from the from a chest. Then there's going to be a chest at the very end with randomized loot. And we can probably calculate, or we can probably figure out a way to say that an artifact is a 2% chance or something like that drop rate from the end chest. Would probably be a way to do it, but I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it would. That's a way to make artifacts accessible to everyone who plays on the server, while still gatekeeping them a little bit. I should get out of the way. I think that's a way we could possibly do it. Not really sure though. Yeah, exactly. But I still think the chance should be pretty much abysmal, like for getting one. So like, I don't like standing here at all. I still think the chance for getting them should be like even in the difficult dungeons. Though like I'm having a hard time seeing how we should do different dungeons, but we could also put up like different like how to make the dungeons more difficult, because I don't know how to modify a spawner. Like, is that something you know how to do? Would that be possible? Like to guarantee that whatever zombie comes out of the spawners always wears diamond armor or something like that? Oh, well, in that case, it suddenly becomes a lot more doable. Because then we could just, like, make spawners that are wildly overpowered. And we could also, even in the, like, hardest dungeon, we could give, even have a chance for Joridium armor. Except it should pretty much only be clearable wearing the best armor in the game. Or you should be a real PvE swit. That could be kind of cool. That could be kind of cool. Though it would require a lot of work building those dungeons. Well, I suppose we could, to a degree, copy parts of my world. Like, all I need to do is make a schematic, right? And then I could just copy in my island, and then we could call that a dungeon. Like, fill every house with a couple of chests and spawners. That would be an easy dungeon, of course, though, because, like, it's just like the starter dungeon, almost. Okay, I think it is about time that I add on the sand on the top. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. It's just that I feel like it's a multiple people job. And I would hate for you to be stuck with that job all on your own, you know, sort of like that. Okay, let's get some water. How's the lighter doing? Closed off. We probably have to go get some, have to go repair the lighter soonish. Who was it that made the labyrinth in the PvP arena for the last server? Because that labyrinth was actually really good, I think. Wait, if you can modify spawners, can you modify the dungeon chests? You know, the not chests, the ones where you get a key. Can you modify those too? Like the loot you get out from those? Because in that case, we could probably. Ah, darn. Because that would have been ideal, right? Because then you would get X amount of key. Like then we could set a. Oh yeah. It's just I thought more like in the on the lines of getting oh. Come give my lighter XP. Wonderful. Flying batteries, we like those. Oh, that's a lot further up than I thought it was going to be. And there's no... Okay. There's no TNT left on it? I wonder what happened. Oh well, we'll just turn it off over here. Oh, and I really need a snack. I can stand underneath here, and then nothing will be able to spawn, but also... Wait, hold on, let's do... So even if something does spawn, it won't be able to knock me away. Alright, I'll just go get a snack here for a second. My stomach is growling and I'm in desperate need of one. Do I have anything I can make into a snack though? Ugh. I could make myself a large sandwich. That sounds hella good right now. My god. And I have this good bread for it too. What can I put on the sandwich though? Oh, I have that chicken stuff. Do I have cheese? I have cheese. Do I have bacon? I mean, this is turning into more of a meal. More like... But I feel like... I don't have... any bacon. I have chips, though. That also sounds hella good. What if I were to... make myself some chips? And by chips, I of course means French fries. Because... I don't know. I lived in New Zealand and they speak British. Or have British isms. Meaning that there's no such thing as French fries, it's all just chips. I suppose. Oh, I wish I had some fish though. My god. I'm just making dinner now. Oh well, I guess that's also okay, but... It probably means that it's gonna be close to the end of the stream. Because if I'm this hungry... Jesus Christ, I'm hungry! Now that I think about it. Alright, that means I'll probably be streaming for about 11 more minutes. Yeah, we have that going for us, but... Is it back? Not quite yet. Almost. I could just give myself a little bit more of a back rest here. Or a back stop. And let's noob prove it just for me. Because, I'm sort of a noob. Right, do I have any TNT? I do not have any TNT. I don't have any water. Rockets? You would need a data pack for a custom loot table. But you don't think the data pack will be work with Bedrock? Ah, right. Yes, the eternal Bedrock issue. God, I hate Bedrock sometimes. What can we do to avoid having that sort of issue? Wait, where's the water coming from there? There's still water in the... Okay. That must mean there's a source somewhere. That keeps the stairway to heaven clean. Yep, there is. Oop, fix. Oh, a wandering trader. Let's look at what he has got for us. You disappoint me immeasurably, sir. Fuck your llamas and fuck your leads. I have been disappointed immeasurably. I feel like this area here is not spawn proof. Well, It is now. That down there is not, but that's okay. But that's okay. Fix. 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 All of this is more or less good. Oh, it's good for sure now, though. So, neat. Wait, there's more? Oh. That's wildly disappointing. Now that should do it. Hello, TNT machine. Hold on. I spot water flowing back from over here. Now that is not okay. Hmm. Scary. Would you look at that? Okay, all of this is... Okay, it actually comes from over there. That's why it's not gone. Okay. Should be far enough up, though, for... Ah, wait, I don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here. That actually made me fear for my life. Oh well, goodbye. I don't want to go get that. lapis over diorite for sure. Okay, so there's a considerable amount of water here. Where does this water originate? Oh, it's because this over here has another hole? Is that it? Where some water is somehow coming from? Fix? Oh, but we also have a hole here. Let's just fix that up then. Perfection. Wait, what is this? Is this water too? Yeah, it is. Darn. Oh, but I spotted lapis. Neat. Oh, but there was more lapis. Okay, so this all here is gonna need a new wall. Oh, lapis. Don't mind if I do. But this, however, I think is far enough up to the point where I don't have to worry about it getting hit again by the machine. I'm gonna have to do a fair bit of repairing on that wall in particular here. But I think this is where we're gonna close it off for today. I'm pretty happy with the progress. We have a really decent hole here. We actually made it a bit further than I thought I would, but that just means we for sure can finish this line up tomorrow. So we'll just wait for this to come back, and then I'll go ahead and end for today. We've also been going for 3 hours, so that's a pretty decent progress mark here. We have this hole, we have the hole over there, and then Wednesday we're going to have a perfect hole here in the back, or line here, the back. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Had an absolutely brilliant time. A lot of people came in to look today, and I absolutely adore it when that happens. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you had as much fun as I did, and I hope to see you again Wednesday. Cheerio, and Joe out.